giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. I mean, Anthony Joshua is fucking terrifying.
I just wanted to say hi to that.
Shut up. Face the wall. Turn around. Turn around.
And then he just needs a beat down, needs humbling.
Joe Rogan's reaction says everything. The shock is written plainly across his face as the reality sets in. Anthony Joshua walked away from an accident that could have easily ended his life. Even seasoned experts were left momentarily speechless by how close the outcome came to being tragic. Now, Joshua's lawsuit against Jake Paul adds a serious new dimension to the story, signaling that this wasn't just a viral moment, but a line crossed. While Paul continues to capitalize on controversy, clout, and carefully engineered chaos for online attention, Joshua is dealing with the very real consequences of that recklessness. The contrast couldn't be clearer. One represents discipline, accountability, and responsibility earned through years at the top. The other thrives on spectacle, seemingly unconcerned with the damage left behind.
I mean,
That's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way.
he would be dead.
Perhaps the most powerful message Anthony Joshua is sending is unmistakably clear. This isn't about trash talk, bruised egos, or a manufactured social media feud. It's about accountability. Jake Paul's reckless behavior wasn't harmless entertainment. It created a situation where real lives were placed in serious danger. By taking legal action, Joshua is drawing a firm line, making sure those actions aren't ignored, excused, or buried under online noise. True fighters confront consequences head-on, regardless of the spotlight. Clout chasers, on the other hand, rely on deflection, excuses, and curated personas to escape responsibility. Now, justice is in motion, and the world is watching every step.
Oh, he's this, he's that, he's that. I said, but why are you worrying about what someone else has done? What have you done as a fighter to kind of...
Eddie Hearn has now confirmed that the lawsuit is officially in motion, removing any doubt that this was merely speculation or online rumor. Anthony Joshua isn't posturing for attention or firing off empty threats on social media. He is taking formal, serious legal action against Jake Paul for reckless behavior and for contributing to an environment that nearly ended in tragedy. While the Paul brothers continue to thrive on trolling, manufactured beef, and hype designed to generate clicks and views, Joshua is choosing a very different path, one that seeks accountability through the court system. Filing this lawsuit sends a powerful message. Actions have real-world consequences that extend far beyond viral moments and social media engagement. No amount of clout, followers, or staged controversy can erase responsibility when lives are put at risk. Fans are now seeing the clear difference between spectacle and substance, between attention-seeking and leadership. Logan Paul's public comments only further expose the immaturity and chaos surrounding his brother and their overall approach to boxing. While they joke, deflect, and brag about broken jaws and online antics, Joshua is dealing with the reality of surviving a near-fatal incident, one that could have ended his life or caused permanent damage. This lawsuit strips away the entertainment layer and reveals the recklessness behind the Paul brothers brand. They may laugh off controversy and monetize drama, but real consequences are finally catching up. The contrast couldn't be sharper. A disciplined professional champion who confronts danger with integrity and courage versus ego-driven entertainers who prioritize clicks over responsibility. And this time, the fight isn't happening online. It's happening in a courtroom where hype doesn't matter and accountability does.
Said, and everybody knows he's not a real boxer. There's levels to this game, and he was way out of his...
Johnny Nelson says it best: nobody in the boxing community truly takes Jake Paul seriously, and for good reason. While Anthony Joshua survives near-fatal danger, endures personal trauma, and responds with resilience and strength, the Paul brothers continue chasing clout, manufacturing drama, and fueling hype without responsibility. This lawsuit makes one thing clear: reckless actions carry real consequences. No amount of money, followers, or online attention can shield someone from accountability. Joshua isn't just proving himself as a fighter in the ring. He's setting a standard outside of it. He represents professionalism, integrity, and leadership when it matters most. Fans are now seeing the contrast clearly. Beyond Jake Paul's flashy ego, curated persona, and viral stunts stands Anthony Joshua's real courage, discipline, and unwavering commitment to doing things the right way.
It's about AJ. Nobody expects Jake Paul to win apart from Jake Paul. I bet his own dad doesn't even expect him to win. Nobody believes he's going to win. So if anybody says, yeah, no, Jake Paul's going to do it, they're gamblers. They're hustlers.
Eddie Hearn confirmed what fans feared most when the news first surfaced. Anthony Joshua was in a critical condition after a near-fatal accident that could have ended everything. While the Paul brothers continued playing games online, manufacturing drama, and treating serious situations as content, Joshua was fighting through real danger that threatened both his career and his life. This lawsuit makes one thing unmistakably clear: recklessness has consequences that can't be brushed off or laughed away. Joshua isn't seeking attention, he's demanding accountability through the legal system, the contrast is undeniable. Real fighters confront genuine adversity with courage and responsibility, while clout-chasing entertainers profit from controversy, often without facing the consequences their actions create. Johnny Nelson brings the focus back to what truly matters, the human cost behind this chaos, something that cannot be ignored or minimized. 2 lives were tragically lost, real people with families and loved ones, and Anthony Joshua himself barely survived an incident that could have easily taken his life. While Jake Paul's actions may not have been direct or intentional, they helped fuel an environment and culture that allowed such recklessness to escalate into tragedy. Joshua's survival and his decision to pursue legal action underscores the importance of responsibility in combat sports and entertainment alike. The contrast is now impossible to miss. Real champions understand the weight of their influence and actions, while ego-driven stunts prioritize viral moments over human safety.
It was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these 2 men were somebody's child, someone's brother. And that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives. Now, that is the saddest thing you could ever...
Eddie Hearn has confirmed just how fortunate Anthony Joshua was to escape with only minor injuries, given the sheer severity of the accident. It's a powerful testament to Joshua's physical resilience, mental toughness, and frankly, a stroke of luck. What makes it more alarming is the chaotic and dangerous environment surrounding the incident, an atmosphere fueled by reckless behavior linked to Jake Paul and those around him. While the Paul brothers continue to chase attention, clout, and manufactured controversy, Joshua faced a moment that threatened everything he has worked for, including his life. The contrast couldn't be clearer. This lawsuit shows that Joshua refuses to let recklessness go unchecked or brushed aside. Fans can now appreciate not only his strength and skill inside the ring, but also his courage and determination to hold people accountable when lives are put at risk.
It doesn't look like he has any major injuries. He's true, and that would be fantastic. And obviously, he'd be a very lucky boy if that was the case, but we hope that is the case.
Sonny Edwards captures the seriousness of this moment perfectly, and his words carry real weight. Anthony Joshua faced genuine life-and-death circumstances, moments where everything hangs in the balance and nothing else matters. While Jake Paul and his antics continue to chase clout and manufacture drama for social media engagement, Joshua was fighting to survive. Enduring a near-fatal crash and losing close friends in the process places his courage, strength, and character into sharp perspective. This lawsuit goes far beyond a legal filing. It stands as a warning to anyone who believes recklessness comes without consequences or that fame offers protection from accountability. Fans are now seeing the difference clearly. A real champion who understands the weight of his influence and accepts responsibility versus entertainers who profit from chaos with little regard for human cost. Joshua's actions prove that consequences are real, and he's not backing down from demanding accountability.
The whole world, Netflix, millions of dollars, breaks Jake Paul's jaw in 2 places, decides to go back to Nigeria, almost dies. 2 of his closest friends pass away in the accident.
Gareth A. Davies underscores just how severe this incident truly was, an accident that could have ended Anthony Joshua's life in a split second. This wasn't a publicity stunt, a storyline, or manufactured drama designed for clicks and engagement. It was a real-world event with real victims, unfolding within a dangerous environment fueled by recklessness and a culture surrounding Jake Paul's approach to the sport. The gravity of that reality cannot be minimized or spun away. Joshua's decision to pursue legal action sends a clear and necessary message. Irresponsibility has consequences that extend far beyond social media timelines. These aren't moments that can be edited, reframed, or laughed off once the views roll in. Fans are now seeing past the glitz, ego, and manufactured personas of online entertainers and witnessing the discipline, courage, and accountability that define a true champion, one who survives unimaginable danger and responds with integrity. Adam Smith's reaction further highlights the shock and disbelief felt across the boxing world, emphasizing how close the sport came to losing one of its greatest champions. While some attempt to deflect responsibility or blur the facts to protect their brand, Joshua refuses to allow ambiguity. This lawsuit enforces clarity in a situation that demands it. The Paul brothers may dominate narratives online and manipulate perception, but real life delivers harsher lessons. Joshua survived near death, endured personal loss that will follow him forever, and still chose accountability over silence. That contrast is now undeniable. Real fighters confront consequences head-on, while reckless clout chasers hide behind excuses, spin, and legal teams when reality finally catches up.
It just shouldn't happen.
But we don't know. As with all these things, there's always a grey area, isn't there?
This painful journey perfectly captures the emotional and physical roller coaster Anthony Joshua has endured in recent months. From showcasing dominance in the ring with skill and power against Jake Paul to nearly losing his life in a tragic accident, the contrast is jarring. It's a sobering reminder that clout and money can never replace discipline, awareness, and responsibility. Joshua's survival feels nothing short of remarkable, almost miraculous, highlighting strength and resilience that extend far beyond boxing. This lawsuit sends a clear message. Recklessness carries consequences that fame and wealth can't erase. True champions don't look the other way when lines are crossed. They stand firm against irresponsibility, no matter the cost. Fans are now seeing the stark difference between fame-driven chaos that prioritizes clicks over human life and genuine professionalism rooted in integrity. It reinforces Joshua's status as a fighter who commands respect both inside and outside the ring.
And it's so crazy to think that over a week and a half ago, he was on top of the world. Apparently, he'd pocketed $92 million from his Jake Paul fight. The American audience was in love with him. His star was bigger than ever. And then just yesterday, we see footage like this of AJ being pulled from the wreckage in a situation where if he'd just sat on the other side of the car, they wouldn't have been pulling him out alive.
Turki Ali highlights the shocking reality Anthony Joshua faced in those critical moments. A near-fatal accident with the risk of serious brain injury, consequences that could have ended his career or his life in an instant. This goes far beyond childish stunts, manufactured drama, and social media antics that Jake Paul relies on for views. While the Paul brothers chase clout and online attention without fully grasping real danger, Joshua confronted genuine peril, real pain, and personal loss that will stay with him forever. The lawsuit sends an unmistakable message. Recklessness cannot be ignored or excused, no matter who you are or how famous you become. Actions carry consequences. Fans can now clearly see the contrast. One side thrives on clicks, attention, and superficial controversy. The other faces adversity head-on with courage, discipline, and integrity. Joshua's resilience and pursuit of accountability define what a true champion represents, both in sport and in life at the highest level.
For them and the family, anything they need. You know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy. And
Tony Bellew highlights Anthony Joshua's vulnerability in this moment, while also emphasizing the extraordinary character and strength he's shown throughout it. Joshua could have been seriously injured or killed, yet even in his darkest moments, he demonstrated resilience, compassion, and genuine concern for his friends, family, and fans. That response stands in sharp contrast to Jake Paul's pattern of reckless behavior, ego-driven stunts, and online antics that often ignore accountability and real-world consequences. By shifting his focus toward justice through legal action, Joshua shows a deep sense of responsibility that extends far beyond the boxing ring. Fans are witnessing what a true champion looks like, someone who faces adversity with courage, values human life over fame, and demands accountability when others are put at risk. This moment proves that integrity, professionalism, and compassion define Anthony Joshua far more than money, clout, or attention ever could.
But also friends, my sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery.
Anthony Joshua's survival of a near-fatal car accident has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, leaving fans stunned and rallying behind him with overwhelming support. This isn't merely a story of luck or coincidence. It's a story of resilience, courage, and accountability in the face of unimaginable adversity. While Jake Paul and his brother continue to chase clout, stir controversy, and manufacture online drama for views, Joshua was confronting real danger. He lost close friends who meant everything to him, faced the very real possibility of death, and still emerged with dignity and purpose. Now, the lawsuit places the Paul brothers squarely under legal scrutiny, forcing hard questions about recklessness, influence, and the dangerous environments that can be created when attention is prioritized over responsibility. Fans are increasingly asking how far reckless behavior can go before consequences finally catch up. Joshua's actions make one thing clear: no amount of fame, money, or ego excuses endangering lives. Speculation is already swirling about the legal battle ahead and what it could mean for future interactions between fighters, influencers, and the sport itself. Could this case reshape how influencer boxing approaches safety, professionalism, and accountability in a meaningful way? It's a question the entire boxing community now has to confront. One thing is undeniable: Anthony Joshua has transformed a near tragedy into a powerful stand for justice. He's shown the world the difference between true champions who value life and responsibility and attention seekers who profit from chaos. Don't watch this unfold passively. Join the conversation, share your perspective on the lawsuit and discuss what this moment should mean for boxing's future and the standards we demand from those who profit from the sport.
A little bit dazed water, he could get seriously hurt. I don't believe Josh would have. I believe Josh might have some compassion.